So we're going to be doing test 4 now. So let's make this a network, and let's make the nodes, and let's make the edges. And after we've done that, let's set the inputs. These are the inputs, and I believe these are the outputs. After that, let's rename main. This is on, this is off, this is out, and this is bias. BIAS, right? And after that, first thing we want to do is we want to set all the delays to 1. That's because the default delay is 15 everywhere. And after that, we want to set the edge property, and this edge property to -1. The weight has to be -1. And also, new thing here, what we want to do is we want to set the weight of this edge to 0.5. So let's set the edge property of weight to 0.5. So value must be integer. So what's happening here is we're using this as empty net, so we don't want to use this. You want to use this as the empty net, because in the previous empty net the discrete parameter is true, and for this f empty net the discrete parameter is false. So floating points can be used in parameter values. So let's try that again. Let's make the weight as 0.5, apply, and yeah, I think we are done. Let's download it, and let's go to home. Let's make some spikes. First spike we're making spike at node 1, which is the main node, and we're making a spike at time 0. Alright, and after that we're making a spike at node 3, which is the off node, and here we're making a spike of 1 at time step 10, and again at node 2, which is on node. Here we're having a spike of 1 at time step 20, and after that again back to node 3, which is off node. We want a spike at time step 21. So we want to run it for 30 time steps. So let's go ahead, download that. We're done here. Let's visualize the input output now and choose the files. The files are this. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I chose the wrong file. I need to choose from desktop. So this and this. Let's process it. We don't need this, we only need spikes, and here we got the result. So what's happening here? Let's see the network side by side. Here the first thing we're doing is we are spiking main. So when you spike main, what happens is main has a self loop, so it keeps on spiking. And what also happens is whenever main spikes, weight of 0.5 causes a charge of 0.5 at out. So whenever the main spikes at first, at the second time step out has a charge of 0.5. But 0.5 is not enough to spike out, so there's no spike at this time step. And in the next time step, since it is non-leaky, the 0.5 charge in the out keeps on staying in this node, while main spikes again and gives another 0.5 charge. And now finally out has 1 charge, so out has enough charge for a spike, so out spikes finally after 2 time steps. And the same thing happens immediately after spiking. Out again gets 0 charge, and main spikes, out gets 0.5 charge, and main again spikes, out gets 1 charge, and it spikes again, and that keeps on happening. That causes an alternate pattern in out. And when after 10 time steps, when you do off, what happens? The main stops spiking, obviously, because main gets a charge of -1 and it cancels out, and there's no charge for main to spike. And that keeps on happening until at time step 20 we finally spike the node on, and whenever on spikes, main also gets some charge, and main has self loop, so it keeps on spiking. It should have kept on spiking, but immediately after one time step, off is spiked, and main stops spiking after one time step. Main only spikes for one time step, and in that one time step, what happens is, if we see here, the out, this out already had a 0.5 charge at the end when the out off button was clicked. So since it already has 0.5 charge, whenever main spikes, even if main spikes only one time, the 0.5 charge gets added to the existing 0.5 charge, and out has one charge, and out spikes here, and that happens. And obviously after main stops spiking, out also stops spiking, and that's it.